Well, hello, and I want to say thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Hopefully this makes up a little bit for me not being able to contact you yesterday morning. Sorry, I've got a few things going on here with our HOA, and our dog has to go to the vet. She has some issues. I think she got bit by a bug. So I just got a couple things I'm juggling, and I didn't mean to miss the follow-up call. I'm usually not like that, so just understand it, a one-time thing. But I am a human being, so I do apologize for the unprofessionalism there. But the best I can do to make up for it is to at least try to give you some free advice from a professional standpoint that will allow you to make some changes to your website that can get you some more conversions for your traffic. Conversions meaning people who are visiting your site, turning into customers and not just looking around. Let's start with just here. This is called the Hero section. I can tell that you are somewhat familiar with SEO. I found this link here that has this is called the slug, to the back end of the web domains, where you have affordable-web-hair and makeup Chicago. That is extremely smart, and that is some of the basics for SEO. So I'm going to assume that you do have some knowledge as we're talking. Here in your Hero section, this is what we normally consider to be your H1 header. This is the main thing that Google reads when bringing you new clients to your website. So the fact that you have affordable wedding, hair, and makeup Chicago is perfect. I would also suggest that you change this verbiage on your normal landing page here as well. Here I see that on the, without the slug, we have the luxury bridal beauty on site. With my experience, and I'll show you how I come to these conclusions, most customers aren't going to use on site, even though that is the correct technical term. Just like people normally don't say conversions, they say purchases, right? Or inquiries, right? But conversions would be the technical term in my field. So in yours, a lot of times I see people use the word mobile, and I'll show you on some other websites how I've utilized that knowledge in order to bring in some more customers. But something like mobile bridal hair and makeup, or mobile luxury bridal hair and makeup, would probably help you get more traffic on Google. I could show you some software that can back that information for you. Now let's continue just to go down your homepage a little bit. It's good that you have some call to actions to get people to your inquiry page. It's fantastic. That's what we call conversion optimization. We just make it easy for them to convert. Here in your reviews with people's pictures, excellent, especially because it shows off some of the work that you've done. The one thing about this though is that it's not live, and adding live reviews from like the Wedding Wire, I noticed you have a great reputation there, and from Google, which you also have a great reputation there, and I have some ideas to help you improve that reputation today. If we stay tuned, just to help remove, it looks like you have at least 2 reviews that are probably from competitors that we can get removed relatively quickly if we just report them. But we'll get to that in a little bit. That's not here or there at the moment. Like I said, this is great, but switching this to a live feed is going to be a little bit more beneficial. And I'll show you what that looks like here in a second. Inspiration, really great that you have these photos here. I did look up the content management system for your website. Content management system means how you built it. So it looks to me from the research I could put into it, that this is built on WordPress and uses the base theme called YP Bakery, WordPress Bakery, which is one of the best themes. I'm very familiar with it, so I can show you here. This is another site I manage in your industry. This is on YP Bakery, and this is on Wix. I'm very familiar with just about everything. We can get into that another day. So, like I said, this is great here, and that you have more photos to scroll through. But maybe completing the desktop view and adding a button here on the bottom that says see more of our gallery or see more work. All of these things are going to help you with conversions. Especially, I do a lot of what is called like screen recording of customers through an application called Hotjar. You can learn more about that stuff here at my free resources on my website. Hotjar is going to be somewhere down the middle. Here it is. Oh, here it is, Hotjar. about halfway down. You can look through all these links. These are great free resources you can use to do things like get your skills up with Google, learn all sorts of social media marketing at these 2 Academy links. This is actually how I first educated myself years and years ago. Alongside with a lot of the tools I use, like Google Analytics, Google Trends, Uber Suggest, which I'm actually going to show you here in a second, and some business listings, which we'll go over yours at least here on Google. Though I did notice your 5 stars on Yelp. It's very good. You only have 1 review, but that's something easy to build up on. So you have a great reputation online. I mean, I really think that with your reputation and the quality of your work, really the sky's the limit. And I'm not sure if you noticed, but I told you my girlfriend, she's in your industry, or my fiance to be, wife to be. We're in the process of all that, but we're actually planning on starting a family and moving to Illinois. That's where she's originally from. That's why I'm doing so much marketing in the area. So she looked over your stuff and she was also very impressed. So I just want to let you know. But that's not here or there. Let's just continue to move on. So like I said, these are just some things you can do to your homepage. You could do it to your homepage and this affordable wedding hair and makeup Chicago landing page you have. Since they're identical. Like I said, this one has the photos already filled out. I'd love to help you with it. These are all relatively simple things. If we have a meeting, I can also show you how to do it yourself in YP Bakery if you're just unfamiliar with the setup. I love opening the hood and showing everyone exactly what we're doing. That way you're super comfortable. So the whole point of this business is, once me and Samantha have some children, she's going to need to take some time off, obviously, to have the baby and such. And this business is meant to help with that. So that's why I took my SEO skills and focused it on bridal hair and makeup, if you're wondering. So let's get here. This is Uber Suggest. So this is a program by NP Digital. Neil Patel is the man who made it. He's like Michael Jordan for SEO. This is where watching his videos and tutorials is how I learned everything. A lot of how I learned everything. I did several courses, but his courses were some of the most useful. And this software is a free software you can use yourself. So I already made you a profile in the software just so I could show you a little bit about it. What it'll do is you put your domain in, and it'll do things like show you your SEO opportunities, using its AI-driven software to help you prioritize what keywords you could rank for the best. Because the more related keywords in your industry you rank for, the better. So even though it may seem silly to rank for something like simple as wedding, hair, and without makeup at the end, if you did, it would also, ranking for this would help you rank for hair and makeup near me, wedding, hair, and makeup near me. See how it all kind of builds on itself? Just adds another word as you go down. So let's talk about this for a little bit, okay? Let's go ahead and look inside of these opportunities. And as you can see here, this is saying you've got some pages blocked from search engines. It might be like pages like this one here with the SEO slug. We could do some more research. Here, let's go ahead and click into it and take a look while we're here. Here you go. It looks like some blog posts. So we could look into it and see exactly what's going on with these. Let's see if any of them want to open. Yeah, so it's just an archive post. It's not opening up for some reason. So we could put this on Google and just let Google index it. That's basically what that SEO alert is about. It's a relatively simple process, indexing on it. It's called Google search engine, and you can get some information here, also in the free resources. It's somewhere in here, I'm sure. Not all added, but it should be in here somewhere. No, I may have to add it. Google Search Console is what it's called. It's just like Google Analytics, but it's more for indexing on Google instead of giving you data. Google Analytics is for like analytical data. I don't want to lose you. I know it's a little deep there in regards to, I guess you can call it jargon of the industry. So let's go back here and just look at this. So this is your ranking tracking. So it just shows, okay, on average, you rank number 16 in the US for this, 25 for this, and these are all related things, related search terms for your industry. So average wedding hair and makeup cost, average cost, wedding hair and makeup artist Chicago, Illinois with the abbreviation as IL, etc. Since you rank somewhere on the first few pages of Google, these are things that you could easily get to page 1 with if you put enough time into your SEO. We went over our SEO opportunities. Let's go ahead and look at your site audit. So I want to show you something here. You have a great on-page SEO score. So whatever you've been doing, whether it's hiring other professionals or doing this work yourself, either way, something that you're doing is working. On average, I normally see this score when I'm looking at people's businesses in the same manner I'm doing for you today. In the 20s. In the 20s is normally where I see it. So you're leaps and beyond other people. Maybe some structure in your SEO, and who knows how far you could really go, because you're already on a great running start. I mean, you really are. I just want to let you know that. It'll say some things like here. See, it says, oh, some of these pages have a low word count, so if we added some, a little paragraph here or there to the pages, it would work out. And like I said, if you don't want to hire, or you don't have the time to now, you can go in here and look yourself. It'll tell you exactly what pages, and when you're done, you can say, oh, I did it already, and have it ignore it, and it'll pull up the ones that you can't see in the free version. So you can actually get a lot done with the free version as time goes on. Okay, let's go back to the site audit. Let's see. There it is. Okay, perfect. So it talks about your load time. Overall, it looks like your load time is pretty good. Some things that could probably be improving is what they're saying here. Maybe some of the widgets. I mean, this is kind of normal, though. It's not too bad. We could improve it, though. We can definitely improve it. And on mobile, on the other hand, though, it is saying that we're having some issues with the speed on mobile loading. And this is something that can be changed with, like, there's plugins for your website. One particularly is called Smush, by a company called WPMU Dev here, so you can see. You don't have to write it down. It's called Smush by WPMU Dev. This is actually where I host my website, but they're known for their plugins. They just started offering hosting a few years ago. This is one of the best hosting companies, by the way. They're relatively inexpensive, and these guys work hard for you. If you ask them to help you with like a coding issue or something, a lot of the times they'll go in and do it in places like GoDaddy and Hostinger and other hosting companies like that. They just don't have it. And they're going to have a Black Friday sale. So if you were thinking about changing to a higher quality hosting, maybe Cyber Monday, Black Friday might be there for you. I could help you with the migration and all that kind of stuff. So you don't have to worry too much about it. Or even here, they'll actually do your migration for free if you decide to go. So you don't have to use my services to get the migration done. The pros here will assist you. But yeah, no, it's not really too bad. This is talking about getting a site license for Smush, but Smush and all the plugins that they offer would actually be included with the hosting. I think mine is like $17 a month or $100 and some change a year. It's really not. It's not that bad at all. For the quality you get, it's like getting filet mignon for hamburger price. I mean, it is really good. All right, so let's just continue. So like I said, things to take away from this, just if you're wondering, hey, well, what do I even do with this information that you just gave me, is, hey, you can make some new content for these keywords. Use something like ChatGPT to help you. You could insert these pages here into Google Search Console. Here, I'll pull it up here so you can Search Console. I'll pull it up on another tab and I'll pull it up for you to look at. We'll do that in a second. We'll get back to Search Console because it's going to actually correlate pretty well with our next topic. So there you go. That's you guys. It's pretty in pink. So what I did was I typed in wedding hair and makeup. This is a very high converting key term. People who type in wedding hair and makeup are more likely to buy than someone who types in wedding makeup artist. Just something I've looked at over the data. They both convert well, but people who type in wedding hair and makeup, they convert better. So you're number 2 in what is called the 3-pack. See, it's 1, 2, 3 listings. So that's why this is called the Google 3-pack. It's a great place to be. And I think you could, the reason that they're above you most likely is really just going to be because they still have a 5.0, even though they have less reviews. So if we get a couple of these reviews removed that look like they're from a competitor anyway, you might be able to take this #1 spot as quickly as today or tomorrow. So that's good to know. You're already in the 3-pack, so that's where most people want to be. Being #2 is really just as good as #1 to some degree because you have more reviews. And most people with common sense will say, well, this is a 5-star review, this is a 4.9, but they have 3 times as many reviews. So having one bad review is, you can't really avoid that, right? But yeah, that's not here or there. Okay, let's go. Just kind of wanted to show you the 3-pack, show you where you're at with it. So when people talk about SEO are these results in Google. So these here with the website, and this is called a meta title and description. And then this is called local SEO. This is when you come up on the Google Maps. This is really where most people want to be nowadays. This is a very high converting area. You can get a lot of really good traffic from this. Let's move on. So, and when we're looking at Willowbrook in the 3-pack area, right? Look at this. It says sponsored, right? Sponsored, and this is a nail and hair salon. Look me up, nail and hair. And we have Nilda's Hair and Spa, and other. I've seen other makeup companies, but these are what we call sponsored ads. These are Google ads. I have a system in place that I've used with other businesses, just like yours, in bridal hair and makeup, that works out to get very cost-effective leads from Google. Something I'd love to discuss with you about. My services are very, very inexpensive, so you don't have to worry too much about my costs. Just here, I'll just even show you while we're here. This is my $349 special, where you get everything I have to offer for only $349 a month. As you can already tell, I'm relatively reasonable. But I start at just $49 for simple edits, and then $250 a month is basically about where I am for my services. And then Web 149 comes from the fact that if you need a small website, I can get it done for you for about $149. This is something I offer people who just need a quick site. This is the one Samantha's going to be going off on her own soon, before we go to Illinois. So this is like an example of something that would have been, roughly around that price. This is on WordPress for Divi. This is a few more pages, but it's nice, right? And this is also something, getting you guys switched over to Divi. I have a lifetime membership there, so I can give you that, and you don't have to pay for updates anymore. If you're one of those people who want to avoid paying for updates, YP Bakery, they're going to want you to update every year or every 2 years or something, and charge another $60. So I could save you that fee also by working with us. If we talk about doing a redesign for conversions, that would be for another conversation. So, like I was saying, so this is where you guys are at, Willowbrook, and these are some people who are paying probably $1 to $5 a click to get above you, right? So now you're looking like you're number 4, when really you're number 2, and it's because they're paying for these sponsored ads in your area. And most people are going to see past it, but these convert, I promise you. These convert, and you can get high quality customers from here. I'm telling you. I'll give you some information. I would suggest maybe calling Dana, the owner of Beautiful Bride's Hair and Makeup, which is one of my newer clients I met just like you, calling. And she has 2 locations. She has one in the tri-state New Jersey, Pennsylvania area, and a location in South Florida, Miami, the Keys. So she's seen these SEO tactics work for her business more or less all over at least the East Coast of the United States. So to show you that it's very transferable, to make you feel comfortable. I want you to feel comfortable as you can if you do decide to go with our services. Okay, so back to what I was saying here. So Wedding Hair and Makeup in the Windy City or Chicago is a keyword here. This would be a very high converting keyword, just like affordable would. As you can see, it's number 2. Now, getting Google ads running, you could get to number 1 here without much effort. Just like here, Sephora is paying for ads, and so is just Sephora. So yeah, you would definitely outrank Sephora. So you could become number 1 right here for probably $1 a click. That would be very highly converting because you guys are here on the outskirts, right? So I mean, that would be great for you to get more into the city. I'm not sure what your current, main customer base is. We'd have to talk about that. I just wanted to throw that out there. That this is something that you could become number one in areas that you're not already in the 3-pack. Like Dana is number one. Right, well, go ahead and do this. So watch this: wedding, hair, and makeup. And we'll do West Palm Beach, right? West Palm Beach. And then we got some advertisers. Oh, there she is. See, number 2, right? We got Dan number 2. She was like number 6 or something when we started. So now she's number 2 there. And but in Miami, I'm not sure if our advertisement's going to come up, but we'll try to look for it while I got you here. Miami. Let's see. Because it's on my profile, it may or may not come up. We'll give it a shot. Now, we've got some other people who are also advertising with us as well. I try to keep the clicks around $1, and I'll show you why in a second. These people might just be bidding a little more than me, so they got to get their clicks out for the day. Let me just go through this a couple times and get it reset. So while that's going, I'm going to pull this over. And this is Google Search Console. So you should have this automatically on your site. If not, it's really easy to add. You can use Google Toolkit plugin, or you can have the code added yourself, and then you can add in. Here is where you would add these links that were not appearing, that were blocked. Just copy paste them in, and then they'll be indexed. You'll request an indexing from Google. We'll do I've got a new page here for Dana's. I think I need to index anyway. So we'll just do it. I'll show you exactly the process. So here's Dana's. Go ahead and just copy paste. She's got African American brides portfolio we added, and no, it's already in. But in yours, this is going to be gray, and it's going to say not indexed, and you just request indexing, just like that, and then that would fix those error codes. Okay, I'm very all about showing everyone what we're doing. You can do it yourself, or you can pay me to do it. But either way, I want you to be aware of what's going on, so you're educated in the process. So you don't think you're getting ripped off. You know exactly what I'm doing with the time I'm putting into your account, and you feel comfortable continuing services. Okay. So there we go. Transparency is important. All right. So we went over this. Let's see. Did these change? I didn't change. A lot of times they will. Like I said, these people are just probably paying pretty good for their advertising. They might be paying, a little extra to stay up there, and that's normal. But they're probably only going to get 5 to 10 clicks a day, and then those will open up. I'm not gonna go too crazy with trying to. But we'll just take a look and see their landing page. I don't really like doing that because that costs somebody, $1 or $2 or $5 or something. So, but see, look, she doesn't even have a website attached to hers, right? This is a Google Business free website that she's paying to put ads on. So Google would recognize that, and you would instantly outrank her if your page was just rebuilt, built better than this. But this would convert, right? See, live reviews and stuff. I mean, they do help. We'll get more into the details how to properly set that up. But you've got a lot of potential. Let's go ahead and just take a look. Your competitors are not. Yeah, they're not playing hardball. They're not playing hardball. We can fix this up. Okay. So that's not here or there. Okay. In Chicago, in particular, is I think where you could really do it. It looks like no one is doing these Google ads for the map pack, the 3-pack in there. So this is like money on the table. I guess other people are educated in that they could see. Yeah, I'd love to help you with it, especially maybe if you could ever use Samantha when she comes out there. And the more work I could get you, the more maybe you could use her. She's talented. She does hair and makeup and Lux and 3D designs. I mean, she's been in the industry like 10 years, so she's an expert. She's got her own kit, all that stuff. All the check marks you look for in someone who's a professional. I mean, she's really all there. That's why I fell in love with her. Let's talk about getting your reviews moved. So I'll send you a link to this, okay? And this is going to be how you can go in. You need to be signed into your profile account, like I am here. And you'll just click this request review removal button. And let's just play around for a second. Let me pull this out. There we go. Let's just give me a second and confirm. I don't want to pull up too many people's personal information, but I'll just show you how easy it really is to do. So that's us recording this. That's you guys, and we're going to talk about this here. So I actually brought this up for a reason. So while that's loading, and it really is just a 1, 2, 3 process. I don't know why it's taking so long to load, but we'll just get back to it like we did with Search Console. So this is you, right? And your services section here, it looks like it's good. It's pretty well built, okay. But you're missing description text, right? And that description text will really help you stand out more to when people are searching for your business. Let's go back here now. Let's look at more businesses. And we're going to take a look. Maybe I've just got a lot of loading. Okay. We might have to just send you the link and you click into it for the review removal because you guys got too much stuff open. Lots of tabs, lots of tabs. Let's try it again. Yeah, okay. Well, what I was going to just show you, maybe I can pull up here and show you. This will work. So you can see here a lot of the keywords are in the reviews. But I'm sure if we scroll down far enough, unless there was another update recently, Google will usually say listed service. Also, it could be wedding hair and makeup in Willowbrook as an example. So you could actually put that here in your services. You'll follow along. So I go back to the page. There you go. You can actually make this say wedding hair and makeup Willowbrook, wedding hair and makeup Chicago, Indianapolis, wherever you might be willing to travel to. Also things like Indian wedding hair and makeup. You know, Indian bridal makeup is good, but the term Indian wedding hair and makeup converts a little better. These are all some things that you could add in, and you can look at my accounts and see some of the ones that we have here as a reference if you decide to go the route of doing it yourself. Here's an example. Now see how this one is more built, right? We have it separated for her Philly location for beautiful brides. For Dana, reach out to Dana. Dana loves to talk about this website services because she's just really enjoyed the process. So I highly advise you. I've already talked to her about it, and she's more than willing to have you talk with her. That little thing you heard is actually my live chat on my website. We can get into that. Live chat will help you with conversions also. Okay, so airbrush makeup. See how it's got an emoji and a paragraph. And I've got airbrush makeup services, weddings, all these keywords in the text. Well, this will not only help you get more clicks on this data, but will also let Google know that you do these services, and another free thing you could do on your Google business profile to help you rank. Okay, just wanted to show you that. Just going a little bit more in depth in regards to that, right? Makeup. This is the live chat. We put some preloaded questions, things like, are you looking for bridal party hair and makeup, right? That would be a good one. And then you could indicate, that you want to do the higher ticket items or more services for the day. Let's see if we can get this to reload. See, so you see how it changed? This April's Beauty Bar wasn't here a second ago. So like these advertisements, they're going to circle through people as time goes on. So my ad for Dana may or may not come up, just depending on where we're at in the cycling process, where we're at with our daily budget. We actually keep a small budget on this account. Yeah, that's because I'm already indexed. Okay, so that's no problem. Just to move on. So I want to show you some stuff now that we were talking about earlier. So ranking for well, it's not. There it is. Okay, that's what we're looking for. Perfect. Okay. Reject all. Perfect. Bear with me here. Sorry about this. too much. Clicking a little too fast. There we go. Okay. These are two different sites I manage currently in your industry. Just want to show you, I'm a big fan of putting a slider here on the top. Dana likes this more clean look. It loads very fast. It's a personal preference thing. But I think these sliders work out really well because they'll show your services. Like, for instance, Christy's really popular in Orlando because she offers airbrush. So everybody likes going to her and her team because they're all airbrush experts, Samantha included. These are what's called internal backlinks. This is just linking to other pages on the website in the text. This will greatly help you share your SEO. So you have a 72, 73 on-page SEO score. Man, that's so excellent. One thing you could do is take that, because that score is actually associated with your home page. So if you were to do some of these links like this and link them to other pages on the website, Google would see that as what's called an internal backlink and share some of that strength with other pages on your website. Another thing you can do free of charge, it takes a little bit of time, and it'll help you become #1 on Google for things like wedding hair and makeup, makeup artist, Chicago, etc. Okay. Just kind of keep going down. And this is YP Bakeries. This is built on the same thing that you guys are built on. One thing I would notice is after your features or whatever, however you want to present yourself in that regard, I advise having a small bridal party section, because that's what, from my understanding, that's what you guys really want to sell. You want to sell bridal parties, right? You want to get the bride and the bridesmaids and some flower girls and the mother of the bride and such, all to get hair and makeup services, right? So it just shows that you're specializing in that, a little 1, 2, 3 process. If you do commercial work, we can highlight that as well, and stuff like that. Like when I first started with Christie's, she didn't rank for a lot of stuff. Now she ranks #1 for like commercial hair and makeup Orlando. She ranks #1 for Indian wedding hair and makeup Orlando. You type these in your own search engine, you'll see it. Dana also ranks #1 for Indian wedding hair and makeup West Palm Beach. Now you can double check all this yourself. These are all fruits of the labor of our SEO efforts together. On not only having a gallery like you had before, but a live Instagram feed. See these live Instagram feeds? Customers love this. Customers love this stuff. No, login required or anything like that. And it's just a really cool way to show your newest work. Pictures are what convert in your industry. They want to see pictures of other brides and other people getting services for hair and makeup. And like I was saying, these live ones, see, this is only from 4 days ago, 4 days ago, 5 days ago, 16 days ago. It now 400 reviews. That's why we rank so well. When I first got this account, we were at like maybe 75 reviews or something similar to you, actually, very similar. Actually, might have even been in the 50s, because now that I remember, 75 was a milestone for us. So it was very, I think maybe it took 2 years to go from 50 to 400. And we built out, a small referral system, and was selective with the people we ask, to give us their reviews. Mostly bridal parties that were very happy, because that way you get the bride and the bridesmaids to all write reviews, right? So just something to consider. These are really, really cool. I'm a big fan of how these look, real sharp. The Wedding Wire, which you also are a 5-star vendor for, has this here. This is a live free. This is Elf site. They have a free version. They're also the company that make this, and they're listed on my my free resources page as well. But Wedding Wire, if you go into your Wedding Pro account, I think somewhere on the bottom where badges, where you can get your badges from them, they'll have the option for this widget. It comes in green, I think pink and black. I went the black one for this site. And it's a live feed. See, this is from May. So this shows social proof, and people love that. People love seeing social proof. So it shows that you're not only are you getting good reviews, but you're getting them recently. That's basically what social proof is. It will make it so that people don't have to go and Google search you to look at your reviews, because they're already on your website and they're already real and they're already from Google, and you can kind of tell, right? the way it's posted on Google and the days and all that. And we can have the settings set so it only shows 5 stars. So if for some reason you get a 3-star, like I think Christy got a 3-star yesterday. One of her artists was, acting young. That's all. But that one doesn't auto-populate, right? So she's got a big team. I think she's got like 20 people there. So she can't always, get them all on the same maturity level. And I think Dana too. I think Dana's like 20 or 30 artists working under her. Yeah, so the inquiry form, see how it's on the homepage? Super smart. It just makes it so there's one less click for people to get to. Looking back on your site, let's just pull this over. I said, so web149/free. You'll find all that software we're talking about. You can always reach out to me too, right? So just in case you're wondering, you don't have to write any of this down. Just refer back to the video, go here. You're more than welcome to check it all out. And right here's Elf site. That's what we're talking about. Slider Revolution, also I'd recommend it just because it makes these really cool sliders and they do help convert. It's a small investment that will take you a long way. We can go over all these: Canva, Pixlr, Meta Studio is basically what this is called now. Talk to is a free live chat. This is that live chat like you saw on my site. Lots of cool stuff here. Definitely check it all out. And remember, Yelp has a direct connection to iPhone, direct connection to Siri. So taking care of your Yelp business profile and getting some more reviews there will help you rank for people who are searching for your business on iPhone. But see, like here, we think, oh, well, I don't need my contact form here, or I don't need a button for my gallery here or whatever, because I have it up here. But the truth is that 67 to 90% of your traffic is going to come from a cell phone. And this is factual. I can show you using some software. So most people aren't seeing that. Most people are actually going to be looking at this version of your site. If I can get it to load. Sweet. And look, see, they can't, there's no button up here that says inquire, right? It just has your, what we call this the hamburger menu, because it looks like a little hamburger. So, having it clear, these get in touch buttons are also great, but just having here you go, on the bottom, just look at for more pictures, and underneath that, the actual, even a small form. These small changes, though they do seem tiny, all add up, and you can get 5% more leads online from adding a contact form on your page, even if it was 2%, and then another 2% for live Google reviews, and maybe another 2% for having a slider, and all these things. Well, that adds up. All of a sudden, you're looking at 30, 40, 50% more leads than you were getting. And that's what SEO is. It's really taking these small things, these small incremental improvements, balling them up together to then get you some real results for your business. And I would love for you to reach out. The reason I keep saying reach out to Dana is because Dana, I got her just like you. I called her by looking at her profile and saying I'd be a good fit. And she's the owner of this location, where she has one down south and up north. And then this is actually Samantha's old team. So you saw Samantha's website a second ago. But as you can see here, we'll actually take a look at this. She's also a member of this team currently, so I just wouldn't want you to. You could call, but she's the. I didn't mention this. She's the general manager basically there. They call her the junior partner. So she's the highest ranking person on this team in management. She manages the managers, and she's leaving. So Christy, they're leaving on good terms, but there's going to be some of that animosity because she's branching out. Which it's in the it's all for the fact that we're trying to start a family. That's the idea. There's no ill will or anything. It's just that's the right move for where we're at. So let's just take a look at these blogs here. So I can show you about that. So looking at Ubersuggest, right, you would get these keywords, and then you could add them into blog posts, which I do for the accounts. So here it says the benefits of hiring the best mobile, not on-site, see, mobile, hair and makeup artist for your Orlando wedding. because the best mobile hair and makeup artist in Orlando is a key term that lots of people search for. Best bridal hair and makeup trial with Christie's artistry design team is because people search for best bridal hair and makeup trial. It's actually something people type in who are educated in the process. And here, best choice for professional wedding hair and makeup artist near me. And look at that. See, the near me you might not have noticed, but now you do. The near me is definitely part of a search term people use to look for services in your industry. And when you're taking these words from Ubersuggest and putting them into your blog, the top part here is what we call the hero, or H1, right? It's the first thing Google looks at, so make sure your keyword, which is what we're looking for, wedding hair and makeup artist. Really, this is what we're looking for in this one, is wedding hair and makeup artist near me. Now, I added professional because it'll help it rank a little bit better. But yeah, so as you can see here, this kind of stuff, we're going to be constantly putting in these keywords in the text in a way that looks readable. See that? And these are more backlinks to help them share their authority. Oh, and there's my love. Look at that. So, as you can see, this is the content, the quality of the content of the blogs, and they do translate. So, we'll just do Indian wedding hair and makeup. These are higher ticket items, right? They're the 3-day events and stuff like that. They are high ticket items. So, Orlando. Right? Oh, look who that is! It's Christy. Yeah. And this is for the gallery page, but then we also rank, and look, she's in the 3-pack for it. And why? Because one of our services says Indian wedding hair and makeup. Look at that. See, remember what I was saying? And then boom, look, and then our blog. So she's actually number 1 and number 2. Isn't that cool? Right? And realistically, to continue this, maybe we'd write one for, out here, another area might be Ocoee. So we might write a blog about Indian wedding hair and makeup for Ocoee or other areas, surrounding Orlando. Maybe we'll go out to Tampa or Daytona, etc. So just wanted to show you that. And same thing here. We'll actually put in West Palm, West Palm Beach. And there, Dan is number 1. See? For bride's hair and makeup. And this is all something I can recreate for you, or you could just watch this video, go to my free resources, use Ubersuggest and everything we just talked about, some chat GPT maybe to help you structure the blogs together, and you can look at the ones I built, copy, use it as a template. You can do all this yourself, but it is time consuming. Most people, once they understand how it works, decide to let me do it, just because though they like knowing what it is, they really don't want to spend all the time doing it. Number 2, see that? Etc. Right? And I think we only have that one page for her, so that's what's going to rank. Maybe, I think that's the only one. Dan is a newer account too, by the way. I've been with Dan maybe 4 months, 5, 6 months, 6 months, something like that. With Christy, I've been with her for years. So, another person who can show you, how quickly you can get results if you decided to go this route. Last thing I want to show you before I conclude the video is just some results that Google Ads can get you. So remember here we talked about how these companies, there we go, like look, Hair Cuttery. Hair Cuttery has no business coming up for wedding hair and makeup in Willowbrook. Right? No one who's looking for a haircut is looking for wedding hair and makeup. They don't have that service there. So if you were to advertise, Google would see you as a higher quality customer, and you would rank above these places that don't make sense. A great way to get high quality customers. Well, how can you prove that? What do you mean? Well, let me show you. Let's go ahead and just open up a couple things here. Bam. And open with image viewer. Give me 1 second. I got a couple screens running. So, bam, there we go. So this is what the advertisement looks like. This is what we build in Google Ads. It shows you got 20 conversions. For Christy, that means 20 thank you pages, people who actually inquired. And this is the advertisement that they saw if they didn't see it on Google Ads. Shows her pricing, a few galleries. It's well built. It's not a very simple Google ad. There's a difference between simple and well built. This is what we consider well built. I know it says on site, but she's a stickler for verbiage, so she likes the word on site. She doesn't want to change it. I just give you guys the information. You don't have to do anything that I say at all. Not a pushy person in regards to any of that. Just I give you what my knowledge is, and then you decide what to do with it. And then I implement it for you. So here goes, like I said, for Beautiful Brides. Her big focus is going out in Miami, and you can see the structures also very similar, right? These are all galleries for hers. Okay. So this is important, right? So this is, let's see, Orlando. So this is probably going to be Christy's account. So at about $1 per click, at about $17 per lead form, or 17 lead forms. Okay, what that came out to is about $22 per lead form at this $442. And she advertises for more than just hair and makeup. She also advertises for makeup artist keywords. What that means is she comes up for things like makeup artist near me, makeup artist near me, makeup artist Orlando, all these things come in, right? And I'll go through and I'll get rid of the ones we don't need. Like I most likely already got rid of Christy's artistry design team reviews, or I'll go in there and get rid of it for today. But this one, we're going to come up for that without paying for it. So we don't have to put that in the keywords. But this will let us know what we come up for. And then, someone like myself, where you manage them, you decide what you do and don't like. It shows your demographic, between 25 and 34 is the main thing here. The main thing I really want to show you in regards to this is just, it is relatively cost effective, Like I said, this comes out to about, we can do the math together. That was $422 divided by 17. Yes, she paid about $25 per these are very qualified leads. I mean, these people, the only reason she's not going to close them is if her price is too high or if some emergency happens. And these people are ready. They've already looked at her website and they're very interested. Now, these are highly qualified leads. And then here we go. And this is recreatable. So this is the Miami campaign, and they're maybe a little more expensive, $121 a click, but still she got 30. And see, Dana on the other hand, she's only doing, oh no, we are doing makeup artists also. I thought we were only doing hair and makeup, but no. So same thing, makeup artist and hair and makeup, but we're getting a little cheaper results, or a little bit more, I'd say, quality results, because for this 229 clicks, we got 31 people to her thank you page. So that's not too bad at all. The more we go customer centric is really the better, the more results you're going to get. So it's $276 roughly. We got 31. $10 a lead roughly, or something like that. So, but are very qualified. These are not willy-nilly leads, And this number might be a little fluctuating, but it's still, either way, between $10 and $20 for a high-quality lead. I'm sure someone walked into your office and said, hey, I've got these lists of people who want to sign up for wedding hair and makeup today, $20 a piece of paper, and you got one and they closed. You try to buy as many pieces of paper as you could afford, right? Because you're going to make way more on the services, especially if they're bridal parties. So great stuff here. So I just wanted to show you, some stuff. And look here, like I was saying, most people Here, this is just, look at that. Mobile phones is blue. And that's for every account I ever work on. It's all mobile. I think these are 2 different businesses in 2 different areas. Most people are coming in on mobile. So making it mobile friendly, like I said, those little changes to think about the fact that people can't see the menu bar, all that stuff is very important in getting more and more conversions. An example of what they look like. I mean, I really do think this is everything I can cover with you at this point. I hope it wasn't too much information, and I greatly apologize for yesterday. And I said, I had some issues with our HOA here, and I've got a dog with the vet, and it's just kind of been making me run around a little bit. And I don't want to make excuses. I just want to tell you that I'm sorry, and at the very least, this video may be able to assist you in what do you call it? Just improving your website conversions on your own. You know, so if you take the time to actually listen to this all the way through, you just go to the web149/free. Here's basically all the software we went over and a bunch of other really cool stuff that I'm sure you'd like. And you could do 90% of this with just a little bit of sweat equity or whatever, a little bit of sweat and time. And definitely keep us in mind. I'm sure if we do make it out to Illinois, which that's our goal right now, is getting out that way. Maybe Samantha will give you a call and you could check out her resume also. I think you might like having someone like her around. She's just so awesome of a person. She's just so sweet, and her skill level. I mean, my God, I don't even understand what I'm looking at, but I know she does a good job. It's amazing. 3D hair and all that. You guys can talk about it. But thank you for your time, and once again, please thank you for your understanding, and please forgive me for my tardiness on yesterday. I'm going to send you this video once it's done loading, and I'll follow up with a call and text, and hopefully we can take it from there. You have a great day.